Yeah. Welcome back to Sunday Coffee Club. Alright, though. Saus is back. He's back!
Stage fright setting in early.
Well, nerves kicking in again, they?
Oh,
been
big
that
time.
long?
Big time.
Performance anxiety, have you bad?
Oh, performance anxiety through the roof, yeah.
I had that earlier trying to park.
Oh, it's painful. Perfectly good spot. You can parallel park in and you just absolutely bottled it.
He's bottled it. The bottleless get.
Just park further away.
Obviously, if it was a tight spot, fair enough, just drive on. But you had a good 4 to 6 metres worth of space there. Simon's, 1.8, 2 metres tops?
But the turning circle on that is like turning a fucking 15-tonner. The buzzing but there's getting in my head, boys. It's fucked again. Whoever just done that is a magician.
Right, here's one for you, then.
Go, mixing it up.
Here's one for you, then.
You doing it,
Sauce?
I'll do it. I'll kick off. Really interested specifically for your reaction on this one, to be honest. But we'll have a look. Of
Course you'll have a look.
Would you rather be first in line versus a gorilla, or go last in line for Bonnie Blue?
Oh, Christ.
Obviously, I'm interested in.
What do you do? I don't know. What are you doing?
Me? Oh, fucking hell! I want.
No, I mean, like, what have you got to do to the gorilla, and what have you got to do to Bonnie? Like?
Well, I think what you got to do to Bonnie's pretty self-explanatory. The gorilla is one of them, innit? Really, like, I don't really understand the setup of it because it's obviously a gorilla versus 100 men. But that's all I know is if you were first against that gorilla, if you were the first one up to the gorilla, he's not going to be fatigued.
You're fucked now.
And obviously, if you're last in with her, she probably will be fatigued.
How long are we spending with each?
Right. Well, this is things to consider. See, before it's a bit of a layered question. This,
Yeah,
because
it's an onion.
If I was Bonnie, I'd probably be asking job and knock for the day. Like, I mean, I know we've given 24 hours for it, but if we get a couple of quick draws,
I think you and Bonnie got a lot in common these days, haven't you? Fair play.
Oh well. Oh dear me. I resent such accusations, but there we go.
I'll side note as well. I hope none of those feminists off TikTok are watching this episode because we're fucked already. But
We will be.
But
how long am I going to stay with the gorilla for?
Well, I mean, until he fucks you, which he's going to be pretty sharp, like. Because I mean, I know you're a big tasty lad, but fucking a gorilla's a gorilla, like.
Well, he's going to shag you as well.
Well, you're fucked either way on both scenarios, because, like, let's be fair, a little bit of plastic's not protecting you against 1056 beforehand, but it's one of them, and it's the lesser of two evils, isn't it? It's the lesser of two evils. I think the three of, I know you're a married man, but I think the three of us probably are gonna, we know which is the right answer, don't we?
Yeah, but I think fighting a gorilla would be a good experience. Something you've never done
about
before.
9 seconds and then have your fucking head ripped off,
Yeah,
clean off
I
your
think
shoulders.
it'd be less than that, because I reckon you just push it away with a one big swipe and you're knocked out, and then he's on to the other 99.
Do you know what?
You like, oosh, you're done.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Great experience.
And then you got to imagine the headspace of that bloke who turned up last in the other queue, mind, when it was like, right.
Yeah, it's bad.
I heard it wasn't a queue though. I heard it's just all in the room together at the same time.
Ooh, I haven't personally seen anything like it, and I wouldn't want to, but I'd rather queue.
That's because apparently some people have bottled it because they thought it was one-on-one, but because there was a big crowd, everyone waiting, some people bottled
There
it.
we go, back to performance anxiety then.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to cope in that environment.
No. But I'd probably take the second option I proposed, but I don't know. I don't know about anybody else.
Good question.
Triple bag.
We didn't get an answer off you, Jim. Sorry, I'm curious.
No, gorilla, yeah.
I'll go for the gorilla. Yeah, a bit of story time, innit?
I don't know, they're both awful, aren't they? You just have to have a crack at the gorilla, I think.
Oh, fair enough then.
I mean, no disrespect, Bonnie, but like...
So it's just you go for Bonnie, you dirty dog.
Shock.
But it's good to be back, boys. Thank you for having me. Nice to be back. You've held the fort down lovely in my absence.
Back down to Glanmore's calf.
Oh, was it? That was it. We had a little venture back home. Big anti your good self, the old solo podcast, but I would have probably fucking shit myself doing that, and I thought you knocked a good one out.
Thanks, bud.
That's fine. That's sound.
I've knocked a good one out for a while. So.
He can knock a good one out.
Well, you haven't got much choice at the minute. I'm sorry. I gotta be careful because it'll come back to us as fucking bad on me.
Well, don't you worry about that, lad. It started.
Go on then. So let's. Where are we up to? So, well, I mean, what have you done this morning? Then you've come back. The old car's had a service.
Took Simon in, yeah. Good friend of the pod, Adam Marshall, from episode whatever he was on. I think he really started the old foot fetish gang following us, because he had the trotters out on the sofa.
Yeah, the old Rodney trotters.
But took the Maserati down for a bit of open heart surgery. We thought there was an issue with the wheel bearing, didn't we?
Oh, aye.
Because it's loud. Like you're driving and it's a and then it's like you gotta turn the radio up to 1 million so you can actually hear yourself.
Well, for a bit of context, Liam, good friend of the show, was in the car with us with myself Saturday, and he said, "What the fuck?" I said, before I do a Newcastle accent, I should say he's a Geordie, and I'm not going to try and do an accent because it'll be fucking terrible. But he was like, "What the fuck is that noise?" He said, "I think that's the wheel bearing." I was like, "Oh, is it? I don't know." Like,
did he say that's really bad news?
He said, "Oh, that's really awful." He said, he was like,
"That's
the worst."
Both.
He said, "That's the worst I've ever heard on a car ever." And obviously, like,
he's not wrong.
Oh,
well, he is wrong because it wasn't a wheel bearing.
Well, it's the worst sounding car he's ever heard, and that's for sure.
Yeah, it's awful. It's diabolical. That's fucking diabolical. But I thought, right, it's time to get that sorted. Especially after Liam said the wheel could fall off at any moment. That did put the shits up me a bit.
Concerning.
So I spoke to Marsha. I said, "Look, but any chance you could have a look at the car? The old Maserati, she needs some TLC." And then the morning after, I started the engine, and the engine light come on. So it was written in the stars. So fair play to Marsh, she's done a service on it today. And she's run. It was like driving a Rolls Royce home, boys. I'll be honest. She's fucking brand new. A Rolls Royce that someone has petrol bombed.
Yes, it's a Rolls Royce that has been, haven't been neglected.
Shat on by 1,000 gorillas.
Yeah, it's probably gone in last in the queue, innit?
Probably resembles Bonnie at the end of that shift, I'd imagine.
Red row.
Oh, good load.
Oh, there we go. So news then, Jim, what have you been up to, son?
Friday night was good, and Sheeran was back from his travels as well, so we had a bit of a group haircut.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that.
It was a long awaited. It was 3-4 weeks of a struggle with no haircut, so it's always good to have him back. He's full of stories as well. Typical, well, not like your typical barber. He does all the talking and you just sit there listening, but it's brilliant. I like it. And he does a good job, to be fair to him.
We really need to get him on the pod, don't we?
Yeah, we'll sort it out. Bit of barbershop talk. He'll have some good stories, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know if any of them will actually make it to air, because they are going to be...
Yeah, you don't know with him.
Fucking, borderline, aren't they? But...
Well, it was nice to be back. So obviously me and him were on the same stag and wedding trip when we was back, and probably touch on a bit more in the episode, but I had a haircut in Marbella. $115 for the privilege.
That's a ridiculous
one.
$115. I was sat there. It was a day of the wedding, and to be fair to she only did offer to do a round on a boy's heads. But time, oh, easy tiger. Time's a bit tight. So I thought, fuck yes, I'll just jump down to the strip in Marbella, just pop in a barber shop. He was a lovely bloke, couldn't speak a word of English. Started shitting myself because I'm like, right, but I do care about my hair. It's not the be all and end all, but just try not to fuck me like on the day of the wedding. Like, so I said, look, but are you comfortable now? Are you happy? You understand what I'm after?
Yeah. Did you show him a picture?
And he probably said no.
No, he was like, I know, understand. I was like,
no comprende.
I was like, just a nice low fade, please, but and just try and protect the sides as best we can. Look, and then I haven't got to fuck about with it too much. Anyway, he starts the fucking line a little bit high, and I'm like, all right, I'll say fuck all. And then he goes back a little bit higher. I'm like, I tell you what, boss, you sound as you are. So if we can just feed that in, but there, no problem. Like,
did he give you a hot towel at the end as well?
For 115 quid, you'd probably done your pubes as well.
I mean,
you'd have his work cut out.
Yeah, he would.
Welcome to the jungle, like.
We got fun and games. But no, he offered me a coffee, and I don't know if I bumped the price up, but it was only a little fucking shot of espresso with a sweetener, so we couldn't have fucking put too much value on it. But yeah, at €65 was a damage, and
that's awful.
That's shocking.
I said to she, you wants to set up stall out there.
He should, shouldn't he? Because he'd actually do a good job in as well.
Oh, if you had $100 an hour barbering, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. But the fact that he charged you that much, didn't even give a hot towel at the end.
He didn't even offer to pick my pants up either. That was a problem.
There's nothing worse than it. They absolutely shaft you, and then you got to pay them for privilege. Yeah, lovely. Cheers, bud.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you, bud?
What do you mean?
Well, what's the discount code you're using with Sheeran these days?
Fuck, I didn't think to ask him for his discount code.
Yeah, I should have on Friday as
well.
He's
got our universal discount code.
Was it like, say, $15 in there or something?
I don't know, boys.
What's it? Watch
how much do you pay him? Jack, how much did he send you on Friday, bud? Because
Well, I bought his dinner, really, didn't I? So,
What did you buy him?
30
Fucking
bucks.
meal deal in Coles, $10.
Meal deal in Chimec. I wish it was a fucking meal deal. $30 on a bit of chicken, burger, chicken and chips.
Bit of buffalo wings.
$30 bucks?
Buffalo wings. Yeah, it's expensive, Chimec, son.
Yeah, so you only paid $30?
No, his food was $30.
Yeah.
And then I sent him 25.
I don't believe that.
That's why the bank transactions.
I've got a receipt!
On the subject of that Chimec, who was it? Matty was it? He had a little chicken burger and he got shafted.
Oh, you wait, Uber Eats, you wait all that time and then it turns up and half the chicken's not in the burger.
It was
And
more
it's just a
chicken on a
joke.
turkey than it
Where
was
was
in
it
the
then?
burger, like. What do you mean?
Just wasn't
It
in
was
the
a
bun.
chicken.
Oh, it was a negligible amount of chicken. Like you couldn't call that a chicken. It was more fucking vegan than it was a chicken burger. Like.
Didn't make
Was
the
it a
cut.
bit like those ribs you had in Ribs Lane?
Oh, they were
That's
bad.
the worst I've
weren't
ever seen.
They were bad.
Are you sure you had to go back and complain?
Yeah,
Rightly so.
Open the box and there was no meat on the ribs. They just gave me a box of bones.
Looks like someone had ate there already.
So I was fuming, so I took them back downstairs. I walked back to the Ribs and Lane shop. I showed the woman behind the desk. She just nodded. She was like, "Yeah, I know you mean."
I'm not going to fight the 1 hour.
Yeah.
Like you can have it.
I agree with that one, son.
You can have another rack.
Yeah, she went straight in the kitchen, sorted me out with another rack and a side of chips. She knew the score.
That was your uncle.
Side note as well, while you're finishing your coffee there, boys. They're from how do you say the name of that place? Viaggi?
Viaggi, I say.
Well, I haven't got the name.
Was it
on my cup.
Viaggi?
Viaggi.
Viaggi.
Yeah. Viaggi.
Now, what have you got there as well? Because that's an abomination by all accounts.
Oh yeah, what's he got?
Well, obviously we had a bit of a night out last night, so I'm feeling a bit tired. So I went for a Thai tea, bit of sugar, bit of extra syrup. Wake you up a
all
bit.
of 4 pints do.
That was about 4 pints before you turned up, waiting for you to arrive. But then I had to go for the old stubby holder on the cup because there's got a lot of tea on the side, and I don't want to stain anything.
No, fair. To be fair.
To be fair,
Too many fairs for that.
It's good though. I recommend it. Viaggi, Thai tea.
It was
nice
a nice,
cold.
yeah, lovely coffee.
bit of a strange environment though, old Viaggi for me. Like I've sat in there and done some work the other week, and it was just a bit like, I don't know. They just haven't quite got the ambiance right for me.
No, they don't look as if they. I'm not going to say they don't look as if they want to be there, but it's just. To be fair, we turned up at 10 to 3. She was knocking off at 3 o'clock once. She probably thought, "Fuck you," like. But
Yeah.
I would as well. And I think worse than when somebody comes in fucking last knockings when you're about to shut.
No, I know. I know that. But thank you for getting them anyway, Saus.
Sound. I think it was my round. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'll get the coffees in. Reese can cut the grass.
Yeah, that's not happening, is it?
Like fuck.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's this part about?
House stuff. Here we are. Let's talk about this shit. Cause
House stuff. You want to talk about house stuff?
Yeah, because it's been. Well, you're bringing up the grass, but let's talk about house stuff because it's been kicking off in the. I had to change the name of the group chat in the week to the passive aggressive roommates chat because
Well,
it's been kicking off, hasn't it?
Comes back from his holidays and he starts throwing in the group chat. Then if you're not happy, you Sauce.
Well, the thing was, I got to be honest with you, I'm like, I don't hold a grudge, but you fucked me right off when you put the 3 conditions in about signing the lease. No, I'm joking, you didn't fuck me off, I should just...
I can't even remember they were now.
Oh, I can. Don't
It
worry.
sticks with him, but because I remember I told him he didn't wash the cutlery properly before, even though there was raw chicken all over the knife. But like, that stuck with him to this day. He still holds that.
So what happened? I'm not 100% if we might have touched on it on the last pod I was on, but basically, I had a hell of a hangover the one day, shock, I know. And Jimmy come in, he was like, look boys, but he said look boys, but it was all 95% aimed at me and Reese might have come 5% straight.
It wouldn't be.
So it was like, look boys, happy to extend the lease for another year on 3 conditions. And obviously my ears perked up. I was like, oh, go on. And what, pray tell, are these 3 conditions? And the 3 conditions were, don't leave your shoes by the door, put them in the shoe cupboard. All right. Don't leave your dishes drying for fucking ages. I got fucking deformities and I can't
First thing is...
Second thing was, don't leave dishes on the drying rack for too long because it's like Jenga. And a third one was, can you please cut the grass? So I accepted these 3 conditions.
They're making your life better there. I'm not making your life worse.
No, I
It's
agree.
making the environment better.
I agree. I mean, I got to be honest, I've had a couple of mishaps, drunken mishaps, but I pretty confident to say, on the whole, I feel I'm easy enough to live with. I don't cause too many problems. But I took your points on board. Look, at the end of the day, I took your points on board.
Yeah,
so I went home for a 6-week break, let Jimmy calm down, just let him, have 6 weeks without me in the house, let him reset, let him look forward to having me back in the house. And it was a fucking shit show. I come back, the fucking dogs had run a ramp. run a muck rather. I don't know what run a ramp means. But no,
Crofts like.
I come back. I come in with my suitcase. I'm fucking tripping over his sliders. I'm fucking nearly breaking my nose on the fucking little downstairs porch.
Hang on, there was about 20 people in the house that day.
Yeah, you come home during the blast pod, didn't you?
Yeah,
So
I did.
there's going to be shoes everywhere because they're not going in the shoe cupboard, are they?
And then
You win some, you shoe some in our environment sauce.
yeah, you do win some, you shoe some. And then obviously there was fucking dishes aplenty on the side, which I put away the first time. I thought, you know what, I'm not an arsey bloke. If someone's left a dish, I'll do the dish. If someone, I don't mind helping out. You scratch mine, I'll scratch yours. Day 2 come around and it was like fucking Jenga again. So I just took some snaps, popped them in a WhatsApp and said, oh look, I got sort of personally attacked for the amount of dishes I leave on the side of the sink. If you are gonna come for me, can we just practice what we preach a bit, like? And that's all that happened. I'm quite happy. Aloft in my ivory tower on my high horse.
Now you know what it's like living in my world, son. That's why I made these 3 conditions, because this scenario was happening on the regular.
And do you know what the thing was, though? But like, to be fair, nothing you could do could ever annoy me. But I'm so forgiving. I'm so fucking placid and easygoing. I just don't get wound up by trivial things. However, there was something you did, and to be fair, me and him had a good little. Well, so we both clocked it was impossible not to.
What's this now?
So you're a project manager. You're a solutions man. You are the dog's bollocks on site. Like, if there's a problem, Jim will fix it.
Jim will know someone will fix it. I'll just get on the phone.
However,
supervise.
I was taken aback by your inability to use a clothes horse.
What do you mean?
Criminal behaviour.
So,
what do you want about?
Criminal.
So a clothes horse, I'm sure everybody knows what a clothes horse is. They come in different shapes and sizes. But a clothes horse is one of them where it's got individual slats for you to...
I know you're going to say it. This wasn't me, boys.
Are you saying throwing Tash under the bus?
You saying the clothes were on top of the clothes horse?
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, I thought it was you.
It's fucking work here.
I thought you took my washing out in a huff because I left it in the machine and you just chucked it on the old clothes horse.
No.
I didn't fucking do that.
So Tash done it. You're throwing Tash under the bus for that.
Well, I might have thrown one of you 2 under the bus because I thought
Fucking no chance.
it were me.
So to give the listeners a bit of context, a clothes horse can fit a solid wash. You could put a full wash on. Say the washing machine 6.9 kegs, you can probably get 6.9 worth of clothes on a clothes horse. Not with fucking Jimmy stacking, you can't. I think it was 2 high-vis tops and a pair of work trousers. No one even space for a pair of socks. But if it wasn't you, this is...
No, it's just quite funny. Swear down. Swear on Tasha's life, it were me.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really want to go for Tash, to be honest.
I know. She's out buying us over now.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she can't really put her foot wrong.
Hopefully she comes back with a new clothes horse.
She's getting the boys a pint of milk. I might be able to squeeze a glass of that before Reese fucking delves into it, but...
No, do you know the other one that does me, boys?
Go on.
This could be a therapy session. You know what does me, right? The fucking washing line, filling it up from the front. Fill it up from the fucking back, and then you haven't got to... Honestly, if you've got to go in and there's already clothes all over the front, it's like fucking Takeshi's Castle trying to get through the cunt. Lazy fuckers, just walk an extra 3 steps, fill it up from the fucking back.
No, because
Does my cunt in, honestly.
No, but what's happened there? I agree. 'Cause I was fucking dipping and dodging like Joe Kazagi earlier. But you've got to like... Sometimes the ones at the back are dry, the ones at the front are wet. So you take the stuff off at the back that's dry, and then the ones at the front, you got to leave them longer. So that's why there's the front and the back.
I'll be honest, it's usually me as well, because it takes me about 4 days to bring my clothes in.
Well, I was just going to say, but there, and you've literally took the fucking word out of my mouth. There's some of us in the house that, for the avoidance of any doubt, just in case the clothes are extra damp, we leave them on the line for 4 days. And then what happens is, I fancy putting a wash on. I put a wash on, and I look, and there's no fucking space on the line. And it's for fuck's sakes, like, but...
It's a problem at the moment, like drying stuff, and like towels are a nightmare, because like the houses out here, it's not cold in the days, it's up like 20 degrees, but the houses out here are fucking freezing.
Oh,
I'm employing a 3 towel system at the moment. 2 days for the one to dry, and we cycle them through. But Sauce, why do you keep folding the bath mat up button before you throw it in the shower? Are you still doing it? It ain't gonna dry, bruv. Just chuck him over.
Well, I tell you what I did the other day, and I'm so happy you weren't here, because I think it would have fucking, one of us had been moving out. I fucking went in the shower, forgot to put a towel on the rack. Absolutely dripping head to toe by that. They're walking a carpet into the bedroom. It would have been fucking murder if you were.
Oh, that's upset me.
Honestly, but footprints everywhere, like fucking just damp footprints.
How would you not go in with a towel?
Forgot.
Last one then. You know, after you use the toilet downstairs, can you close the door?
Oh yeah.
Well, shut it like.
Yeah.
Alright, fair.
And put the fucking fan on.
Alright, die. No worries.
After these 22 minutes of absolute talking shit about the house.
I'm
thank
glad
you
we
still being with
got
us.
through her.
Yeah.
Anything else on here we found? I think we've done it all.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, it was a Sunday stroll this morning.
It was less of a stroll, more of a congregation in the
markets, right?
in the upmarkets. What's upmarkets? But it was alright. What did I have? I had a porkberry and crackling roll.
You went straight in, didn't you? First stall you seen, you went straight in for the fucker.
Panicked a bit, see, because it was $20, a fair price. But it was like, right, pork with lettuce, onion, caramelised relish, bollocks, and something else.
Surprised you ate that.
Oh, no, did I fuck? I went straight up to her. I said, look, love, boys are hangover by her. Please take all that shit out. I will just have bread and pork. And I know there was a nice bird's eye hot sauce next to it. I just put a little bit of, I put a fucking shitloads
Bird's
of
eye?
bird's eye, yeah, it's like a bird's eye chili, I think, innit?
Is it?
Yeah, so I put a little bit of that hot sauce on the pork roll. Fucking lovely it was.
Oh, so you didn't have all the relish?
What time was this? Like
this
fucking
was-
9:30.
9:45?
10.
We were having a pork hot sauce roll at 10 o'clock in the morning.
La sauce.
Mind the boys had a yochi at like 11 a.m, didn't they? That's
Aye, that was
I didn't even know they
an
opened.
early yochi hours. I would say they probably beat the queue, but they fucking wouldn't.
There's never not a queue.
24-hour queue.
Yeah, always.
But no, the stroll was good. Usual suspects. We had made a couple of hours out the house, didn't we?
Good addition of Miles today, though. First
Yeah,
stroll.
one of the boys, Giddy's brother, Miles, kindly joined us, and yeah, that was it. Really. Yeah.
Tidy.
Right, so we had the Sunday strolls.
Let's talk about your trip then, Saus.
Because that's what this pod is about, Nick.
It's all about-
What is this pod about?
Well, yeah, I mean, fuck me. So I was home for about 4 weeks. By the time I go back to work, I'd have had 9 weeks off, which is a long old time off. But obviously the main reasoning for all of that was the trip home, and it was a fucking brilliant trip.
You had plenty lined up as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I kept myself busy, but yeah, I had a couple of trips.
Where'd you go, bud?
Where did I go? So I just, a little bit of travelling around Europe, bit of sightseeing. Didn't quite get to see the fucking... what's the fucking cathedral called in Barcelona?
Sagrada Familia.
Yes, I didn't get a chance to see that, unfortunately, but I was in Barcelona for 2 days. But we'll start at the beginning. Pardon me, I've just burped. That's not very pleasant.
That was lush.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to start at the beginning, because it started with a big expense, and I just want to understand the thought process you were going through.
I did clock a question off Louis Jenks, so we'll tell you.
You're going to have to go and get that and wear it for the...
No, not a chance, because, right, I didn't buy it to be flash. I don't want anybody knowing it's there. I don't want anybody seeing it, because he's giving the fucking address away, and if I come back off a swing and our watch is gone, it'll be World War fucking 6. We'll skip 4 and 5.
The only way they'll get in is through that fucking spoke on the gate you broke, so...
I'd be getting... Well, it's on the house insurance back home anyway. But yeah, no, I had what was my connecting flight? My connection was in Doha. So I just flew from Perth to Doha, and I think everybody does it. I just did a bit of shopping in duty free, nothing else to say.
Yeah, you normally get a
Mental
Toblerone.
airport near that.
Oh, Doha Airport, fascinating. It's dystopian.
Is
Did
it
you
good?
go,
Yeah.
is it Doha where they've got a big fucking indoor garden?
Yeah, I was having a Wagamama's right outside the garden.
Say something else, but there's like a load of shops up the one end, isn't it? And then you go up to that end where the garden is, and then there's all the same shops
Yeah.
again. There's no one in them.
Well, I bought my expense in one shop, thinking I was the only shop in the airport, and no, lo and behold.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
So where's it from?
What?
The watch.
It was an Amiga, it was.
Very nice,
Yeah,
but
like I said, we don't need to go into too much detail on it, because I didn't buy it to be flash. It was little investment to wear at weddings.
Was that the plan then?
It's about 40 quid, wasn't it?
So, no, about 40 quid it was, half price, down from 80. No, it just came about. Me and Kev, when we were working away, sometimes on our break or whatever, we just have a little scroll through fucking dream watches and whatever.
Is it?
And I've always wanted a watch. I don't like a steel strap. I don't think it suits me, because I got quite small wrists. And yeah, she, fair play, great sales pitch from the woman. I thought, I got 3 hours to kill, I'll have a look.
Oh,
Of course we'll have a look.
And yeah, I didn't, I went in the shop 5 seconds, she's like, oh, can I help you, sir? Good job, I did.
I'll have that one, please, bud.
I was like, I just having a quick look at sex. She goes, oh, do you want to try that one on? Oh, do I want to try it on? Yeah, go on, and I'll try it on. I tried it on. I was like, ooh, It's alright.
They do in those watch shops. They do treat you like a fucking prince.
She's looking at me in my Guinness top, thinking this cunt can't afford it. She's like, I could see her going to a mate behind the desk. Look at this wanker by here. What's he think he's fucking?
It's probably a bit of satisfaction buying it then, probably, wouldn't it?
Oh
no.
It's like putting her in her place. Like if she's judging it.
No, really, I couldn't give two shits what she thinks. But that's all I know is it's the most expensive tap of a fucking phone on a contactless reader I've ever gonna ever do.
I didn't know it went that high.
There's no limit on
There's
Apple
no limit
Pay.
anymore, is there?
Apple Pay is no limit.
No, I don't know.
It fucking should be.
There used to be, didn't it? But fair play, son.
No, I think it did, but that's just if you're contactless with your card.
No, but
Oh, I see what you mean.
'Cause Apple Pays your face.
Yeah,
innit?
I got you.
yeah, but no, that was my that was the start of the trip. Fucking yeah, happy days.
Yeah, and you didn't lose it. So that's a good
I haven't lost it
positive.
yet. No.
Yeah.
If I do lose it, I will. Well, we don't need to say what I'll do, but yeah, you won't catch me on a podcast anymore. Yeah, and then what do we do then? So I landed back home on a Thursday. Fair play. Yeah, my mum and dad came and met me at the airport. Obviously, that's always a brilliant moment.
Tears?
Little bit it was emotional, but it was just happy because it's a long day of travelling. It's a long travel, and I haven't seen my parents since they were over for my mother's 50th last year. So when you obviously FaceTime and speak on the phone a couple of times a week, but it's different when you see them in person, and like it's an unbelievable feeling. So no, great seeing. Fucking hell, gassy as fuck. But,
Gaseous clay.
No, that was nice. Went straight around my grandparents then on Thursday, but I was fucking knackered, so I had an early night. Friday then, I was the start of the trip, straight on a piss, really. No need to go on a piss on a Friday because I was flying to Zante on a Saturday, but no, full session on a Friday. And I was just the theme for the 4 weeks I was back, to be honest. But no, obviously when you're back, you're seeing all the boys, and it is no better feeling. It was initially, I was like, I say I was underwhelmed, but it's just like it's a lot to take in when you're first going back. But no, by the end of the trip, being back in Pontyclean, seeing all the boys, catching up with people, bumping into people who I haven't seen for a long time, yeah, it's what it's all about. But
Much change back home?
not a lot. The only thing that's changed is apparently the council don't cut the grass anymore.
Don't they not?
No, which
I
is
can get behind that.
I can't. It's a fucking massive cop out in my opinion because it just looks fucking horrendous, and I think they're trying to promote photosynthesis or whatever, but they're just being tight cunts.
So who's going to cut it then?
Oh, it's just gonna fucking grow and grow.
Surely that's a job for Timmy, innit? You can
Tim cuts grass,
cut Tim grass.
You'd have, if you can get a council contract, Tim, you can check me 10% of your profits on that. What did I do then? So Zante was on the Saturday.
So I don't know. When did you get that?
This was on the last day.
No, I mean that.
Oh yeah. So the tattoo. Yeah, sorry.
You got a new tat?
Yeah,
another one for the collection.
So we kick off here then. So a good friend of the show, Jake. He was his stag. We went to Zante. All the boys I played football with back home. Good 24 of us on a trip. It was a really good trip.
2024 you.
Oh shit,
2024.
Fucking nightmare getting in places it was.
Good to
yeah, but we went to Zante, and obviously, everybody's in good spirits. He's dressed up in his fancy dress. Fuck me, the boys had him in the gimp suit, in the old Jimmy Savile costume, dressed him up in our rivals kit back home. So we started off, everybody's on good form. I'm buzzing to see the boys. It's off to a flyer. Then we turned up in Zante, and it was dead.
Zante's in Greece.
Zante's a Greek island, yeah, a bit of a party island. But we just went early on in the season. It didn't have any impact on the trip. We still made the absolute most of it. But we turned up, and obviously, it's like, oh, come on in, boys, fucking get in a taxi, get straight out.
Did you make any friends over there, or?
No, I had plenty of friends with me, but I didn't. I just wanted to enjoy my time with my mates. Like, to be honest, I wasn't looking to make any other friends out there.
Yeah, okay.
Right, you throw me off, you fucking prick. Yeah, so fucking turned up. Oh, fuck me, bro.
Tattoo.
Aye. So tattoo was on a Monday. So we turned up on a Saturday. Bit of a ghost town. We didn't go out till about 12:30, and luckily by the time we went out, it was 2 clubs bouncing.
Quite a young crowd there. Are you boys the oldest ones here, do you reckon?
Oh, a bit of a mix. You're looking 20 to 35. You're not getting a couple of Wayne Linekers floating about trying to fucking prey on. Well, we don't need to go down our rabbit hole, do we?
I've met him. Bit of a tit.
Have you?
Yeah, in Ibiza, shock, like everyone else.
Beefer.
But I think there's a Lineker. Is there no? There's a Linekers in
yeah.
Marbella. It's a wild tangent.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Creep.
But no, literally football trip really. Everybody was on good form, giving Jake a good stag, and yeah, Zante was just a good laugh for the boys on the piss. You get up, you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway. You're on a piss at 10 o'clock, and then we had a beach club to ourselves on a Monday, literally like a beach resort, and there wasn't a soul in there apart from us. So I got fucking blotto on the Monday and went for a tattoo. And yeah, I ended up on a stag do with a tattoo of a stag on my forearm.
Was that intended?
No, I just picked it out. It was happy. I say happy coincidence. I don't call it happy coincidence, but it was just a coincidence that, yeah, I can live with it. I mean, I ain't got much in the way of choice, but it's not bad. It's not great.
You've had worse.
Show them.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see in my forearm, but there. I hope that's not giving too much away to the old weirdos who like a feet as well. But
yeah, if they're into wrists and they've just had an absolute treat.
Well, you're not having any of my wrists, let me tell you. Yeah, but no, that was just a little tattoo story. That was the only one I had on a trip. So
Stag on a stag.
Stag on a stag. That was that. Fuck me, I should have made more notes because I don't know what I did after that. So after the stag do, went back home, caught up with all the boys, a few of the boys I went to school with. Obviously I hadn't seen them in a few years. A couple of boys been off living in London, so we had a couple of days on the piss local. That was good, catching up with everybody, bumping into people. And yeah, middle of the trip I went to watch Arsenal, first time in 2.5 years.
You enjoyed that, didn't you? Got a bit emotional there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did actually get emotional because I hadn't been to the Emirates in about 2.5 years, and I'm not very good at taking things in. Like, even though we're out travelling or whatever, I've had a lot of experiences and I haven't taken them in. But being in the Emirates, fuck me, it felt good. Like I'd missed it, and I did do my absolute best to enjoy that day. Got a little day up in London. Fucking expensive though.
Yeah, London is, isn't it?
Oh, London's, yeah.
£8.20 a pint. Now, obviously that's expensive. We know, it's because we're in fucking London, aren't we? It's a fucking difference. But more the point, if I'm going to pay £8.20 for a pint, can I have it in a pint glass? Like, if I've ordered an Asahi, and I paid £8.20, can you give me an Asahi glass? Fucking them generic little fucking shitty pint glasses with a little bump on the side. Fucking £8.20, man. But no, that was that, and then it was a pretty tame trip. There was no mental story. Sorry to disappoint anybody. There was nothing really to shout about. Went to Marbella and Barcelona then at the end of the trip for Towie and Alex's wedding, and it was a fucking brilliant trip. I had a really good laugh. But by the end of the trip, it's 4 weeks on the piss, and you're just ready to have a little break. Anything else happen really?
No.
I feel like you skimmed over that big.
You skimmed a few things, I think.
Well, if it's all the same to you boys, I think I've been shot in the foot more times than Megan Thee Stallion on this podcast. So fucking
who's that?
So we're gonna fucking gloss over a bit.
There's a little note on it. Caught your first spider.
Yes. So I was.
Where were you at the time?
Oh fuck! Where was I to? Shit! Where was I to? So yeah, it was a few of us around the house or whatever, and yeah, this
whose house was that? Or?
Shit! Fuck! I didn't actually know that. I didn't know him. He was a friend of a friend. He was. Somewhere in Tol. Oh fuck! I shouldn't have said that. You can edit that for me. You can edit that. Yeah, but no, it was about 10 or 15 of us around the house somewhere, and yeah, basically, it turned out, couldn't believe it, out of all those people, I was the least scared of the spider.
So it was 14 arachnophobics.
It was 14 arachnophobics, and obviously it was a couple of people getting a bit panicky. So I thought, fuck it, knight in shining armour. I've always wanted to fucking get over, or tried to get over my crippling fear. So yeah, I caught my first spider. I think I showed you to the video earlier, to which you don't need to comment on, but I did show you the video.
Who was recording that?
I was on a piss at the time, but I think that's why I was able to do it. My memory's not what it used to be. Again, on a bit now, 28, a couple of weeks.
I'm proud of you though, but you've come a long way there, because you are.
Yeah, that was wild.
Spider phobia. You've done.
It's quite big as well, that spider.
Fucking big, be Christ, Jesus, bigger than my hand. But no, yeah. That was but no, that was probably one of the highlights of my trip. Conquering a fear. I wouldn't say conquering a fear, because I've seen a huntsman, I'd still fucking jump over the balcony, but no, that was good, and that was pretty much a trip in a nutshell. I'm sure we'll come to some questions. I'm sure you two have probably got some questions you're going to bring up as the episode goes on, but I don't want to bore anybody, because let's be fair, no one's here to listen to my fucking travels. Nobody could give two shits. So
that's the whole point of the episode.
Sausage Travels.
It's called Sausage Travels, yeah.
I don't want to bore anybody. But no, and that brings me to, well, no, sorry, I forgot about, but this could be a potentially funny story. I found it funny anyway. But best part about being home, catching up with friends and family.
Yeah.
did a lot of eating, so obviously went around. I had a nice curry, nice Indian, about 6 Nando's.
So you could say you did a lot of eating out then.
Yeah, you could say I did a lot of eating out. Fucking hell, but they tested my professionalism, but there now. Give me 2 seconds. Just to go,
while you're having 2 seconds, they brought a Nando's drive-through in Perth.
Fuck up.
Yeah, we'll have to take after.
Where?
I'm not exactly too sure where it is, but we'll have a drive round there.
Oh wow, fucking hell.
So where's this to?
I didn't actually read where. I just seen it was in Perth. Nando's drive-through, the very first one.
That's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
'cause to be fair, right, I had a Nando's about 2 weeks ago, and it was all right. So the sweet potato chips are unreal. To be fair, you tried them?
Great touch with a bit of mayo.
And you can have the you take your own mayo, and you fucking oddball. But you can have the peri peri salt on them as well.
Yeah, you got it, son.
Very nice.
Yeah, but obviously I'll jump
Very
back in.
nice.
I'll jump back in, but then
He's back.
He's back.
But the Nando's back home, again, boys, it's expensive back home now.
Yeah.
Wales isn't cheap. It's not cheap at all.
No.
I honestly don't feel back home is cheap anymore.
What's your order?
Oh, fucking depends how bad the hangover is. So went big on the first one. I was hungover and I didn't go to the restaurant. I did a little takeaway Nando's and I had 4 thighs.
Lemon and herb.
Oh, don't be daft, hot. 4 thighs, side of spicy rice. They got mac and cheese in Nando's back home now.
Oh,
It's a fucking.
They do that out your mind.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Didn't
it's a
know that.
lovely drop.
Seen her on a bus stop the other day.
And I ordered 10
That's wanker.
10 wings just as a chaser, because I like a bit of chicken wings. I do.
That's not the roulette ones where they do the random.
Nah, because I don't want another fucking pussy lemon and herb bollocks. Like I want hot.
You want to be in pain.
Oh, I touched on it before. It's my only pain pleasure thing, spicy food. Like I fucking in pain eating it, but fucking love it. Yeah. So that was a Nando's order. Did I haven't? I think that was it then. When Jimmy's looking to the left, I don't know if anything's caught his eye.
I wasn't sure if it was raining, but I could hear something.
Yeah,
As you were.
Well, funny story. I took my nan for a Slim Chickens, which is a bit of a
Posh KFC, and
yeah,
nice KFC.
yeah, posh KFC, and
You blew her head off the news, all right?
whoa, fucking chill out, son. Yeah,
Oh, when it's spicy.
yeah, no, it was, so me being me, there's a sauce in Slim Chickens called the Slim Reaper, and it was great being home because obviously nicest, I was taking my nan out for lunch. It was it felt good, a bit of time with my nan. But yeah, for some reason, normal people would not order the most hottest sauce on the menu when they're with their nan. Not me. I thought, fuck it, I'll have a Slim Reaper. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Did she ever go with it as well?
Oh no, it would have been fucking resting in pepperoni. Like it would have been, that's not fit for human consumption. Now, like,
Could you eat it all now? Was that bad?
I did, but I was like in pain, and they didn't bring our fucking drinks. So here's me wolfing down this Slim Reaper sauce. I'm in a world of pain, and I went up to the fucking. I actually stole for the first time in my life. I'd only ordered a water. But there was a fucking couple in front of me, and it must have been their first day out of the house in 15 years, because like they're talking to the 18-year-old who's probably part-time from college, like, oh, what do you recommend, love? I rep your fucking order and fuck off, because I'm dying by it. So in the end, they were taking too long, but they had a refillable drink section, £4.50 for the privilege. I thought, fuck you, I'm going straight over, took a cup, thought I was, the worst part about it, thought I was having still water. I had fucking sparkling. So I'm guzzling sparkling water, which apparently fizzy drinks makes the burning sensation worse.
Didn't know.
So it was just horrendous, really. But yeah, I eventually managed to finish the meal with my nan, and that was pretty much our story in a nutshell. Don't know how to finish that. And fucking hell, I waffled on a bit there, but back to it. Took my family
for breath yet.
Oh, fuck, I know. Took my family out for a meal on a Wednesday before I flew back.
Where'd you go?
Well, I'm not going to say where I went because it's a brilliant establishment, and I don't want to give a bad, it's a brilliant place.
The Iver.
Harvester.
Oh, there we go.
You went the Iver.
Well, all right, that's Reese Morgan, not me. So I think the Iver's a brilliant place.
I got slated for slagging off Ponaclean and Llanari as well, didn't I? I'm not slagging it off. I fucking love it. Like, Ponaclean's the best village in the world. I just don't want to live here right now. That's a problem. That's it. I'm not slagging it off, I promise. Nothing wrong with having a 3-bedroom house in Llanari. I don't want that, personally. Fucking as we were, Saus.
Yeah, so I obviously took my family out for a meal at the local pub, and like I said, usually, the food's always brilliant and the service is always first class, just sod's law. When it comes to me having to leave a meal with my family, it was just an off night.
Was my cuz working?
Your cuz was working.
He tucked you up, did he?
No, to be fair, your cuz was he was on point. He was carrying the ship like he was.
What's the matter with it then?
Well, so where do we start? So
No red sauce.
no, I don't even go here. But so where do we start? So we walked in. Now,
Bramwell's red sauce, was it?
oh no, I wouldn't piss about that shit. So we walk in, and my family are impatient as fuck, and it does me because if you're having a meal, if you have a bad experience, don't worry about it. Don't go back. Just don't let it ruin your night. If you don't like it, just take it on the chin and don't come back. Don't fucking complain. Or if you are going to complain, and this goes for everybody, not just my family, anybody I ever have a meal with, do not complain until I've had my food. Once my food's at the table, you can go and F and blind at whoever. You can call a chef, anything under the sun. But until I've had my food, do not complain. Because one fear I got worse than spiders is the chef fucking giving himself a knuckle shuffle into my steak. Like, I can't deal with that. I hate the thought of people playing with my food, so don't piss the chef off. That's my rule 101. To be fair, they didn't, but I'm just going off on a tangent. So he turned down, right, sat there for 10 minutes, no one's taking the order. And, you know, my nan's really upset that I'm going back, but she's just, like, the longer this goes on, she's just, I've never seen her like it. She's apoplectic, if that's the right word. Could not be the right word. 10 minutes comes, takes the order. The bloke's here with the iPad. He's only a kid. He's not a bloke. He's about 70. He comes over with the iPad. And my granddad goes, it was something like, I think my Bamps ordered a beef dinner. And he went, beef dinner on the iPad.
What was this, a Sunday, was it?
No, Wednesday.
Right.
He went, oh, do you want garlic prawns with that? And my granddad looked at and do I want garlic prawns with my beef dinner? No. He went, oh, sorry, the iPad's playing up, I'll be back now. So straight away, and my Bamps was under his breath. I went under his breath. It was very audible. Fucking hell, man. So he goes back, comes back. Oh, the iPad's fixed. So he takes all the orders. But I think my Bamps had a beef dinner, my mother had a beef dinner, but we all felt he only took one beef dinner down. And I had a fillet steak, so I thought, I'm paying, fuck it, treat myself. And only way to have a steak, well, in my opinions, Ray, there's obviously other opinions, anything other than if you say well done, then you probably do need your hard drive checked. Apart from my nan, because my nan's allowed to have a steak well done because she's the best woman in the world.
Get on track now.
Check your hard drive.
Don't do that. Yeah, no, so yeah.
I'm fucking spun out by
I am as well.
Tangents.
I'm out of breath.
Jesus Christ, how many shots of caffeine was in here?
Oh, but I had a coffee downstairs here, I put another one in. So I want to be on full. I've taken it too far, I'm fucking off my tits, but yeah, so anyway, I said, can I have my steak, Ray? He went, yeah, but he said, I said, can I have my steak, Ray? He went, oh, well done. I said, no, Ray. Anyway, he fucks off with the order.
That's the opposite of Ray.
Yeah, it couldn't be more opposite. And we're all sat there now trying to enjoy a meal with the family, and we're like, he's going to fuck your order up. Anyway, an hour goes by.
Oh, no way.
An hour goes by.
Oh, Christ.
No food.
No starter or anything?
Nothing.
Ooh.
And by this time, like, you know, fucking my nan and Bamps are getting irate.
I would as well.
And
Was it that busy on a Wednesday night?
It was busy enough, but not busy enough to justify an hour wait for the food. So anyway, and by this point, like, you know, my nan's had a knee replaced. I don't know if her hip's gone as well.
What, in that hour?
Oh, could have done. And you know which one of them were like, you know, so my nan and Bamps, they will scan the restaurant to look to see who was there before him, who's coming after him, how long they've waited together. It's like clockwork, right? They were waiting 7.67 minutes for to get the drinks in. He's been served before us. And basically, somebody had their food who came in after us. And my nan. The only thing I could describe it as, have you ever been in a football stadium and the ref gives a penalty against your team? Everybody's like, fucking look at what's going on here. Like, I was my nan, like, the food came in and she fucking jumped out of her chair. What fucking, you know, I said, Nan, calm down, I'll go and have a chat now. Anyway, they come out, there's been an issue, the iPad didn't send the order to the kitchen. And there's fucking limbs everywhere. My Bamps is going fucking berserk. My nan's kicking off. Fucking, the last supper's gone terribly.
Oh, like, no. Did you walk out?
No, I stayed there. So I went up and said, look, we'll have another round of drinks on the house because obviously, you know, we waited a while and yeah, no problem. The food come out, just the one beef dinner. So my mother didn't have a beef dinner. And my steak came out well done.
Oh, you are joking.
Oh, it was just one of them. Like, it just...
That's an abomination. A fillet steak well done.
Awful. What did your mum do then if she didn't have a beef dinner? What did she have?
Well, I said, look, don't you kick off, because I don't like watching other people kick off. I'm good at resolving conflict. I'm alright to communicating. I'll go and sort this. So I just went up, we took the beef dinner off, and I had my steak for free. No problem. I knew I'd sort this, and But it just didn't stop here, did it? It was just like nobody spoke, basically. So this is my leaving meal with my family, my chance to spend a bit of time with the people closest to me, the people I love the most. And it was just an atmosphere.
You could feel the tension.
You could feel it. I asked my family for photos. They were like, "Fuck off back to Oz, you prick." It was that
That's
was
a shame, that, isn't it? That's ruined it.
It is a shame.
It was a shame. You could probably cut a fair bit of that out. I waffle like fuck there, so I do apologise. I ain't gonna have a breather, boys, and I'm gonna let you take the reins for 2 minutes.
Right then, should we move on to question time, shall we?
Let's do that.
Few questions. I'll take the reins, but the questions are for you, and
Yeah,
He's
but
got the questions,
he's panicking, mate. He's panicking, Skywalker.
well, obviously there's one just.
Oh, who you DM him there?
That is my cousin. That is
Right up.
Yeah. Can you? Obviously, we've touched on what questions you can and can't ask.
Yeah,
we'll
have a look.
Yeah, of course we'll have a fucking look. It can't possibly carry on like this. It can't.
We had a few in, did we?
Yeah, we did have a couple.
I've seen Benji's.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all these, so you're going to have to ask them all.
Great
No,
stuff.
there's a couple you can't. There's a couple you
Can I
can't.
ask the one?
No.
Right, kicking off then, we got a question from Benji Hoppy. Saus, how was Melbourne?
I mean, you got less sleeping dogs lie on that one, Ben's, anyway. That was a year ago, son. You know?
What happened in Melbourne then?
We fucking glossed over that. I'm not fucking bringing it back up again.
Do I know this though? Have you told me this offline?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking right.
What happened the last time I went to Melbourne?
I've slept since then.
Bad memes.
Very bad memes.
Ben, just bang out of order, but thank you for asking. Now that's tickled me.
Cheers, Ben.
Take it offline.
Sauce, what's it like to be a from Zach Griffiths 97?
I don't know what he means. What? Chucky boy, I don't know what you're on about, but listen,
I reckon we have a rule, you can only pass on one question.
Nah, fucking, I'm passing on.
That's a good rule.
I'm passing on fucking
No,
3.
starting from now, we'll start from now, you can only pass on one question.
Right, sound.
Alright then, Sauce, what's it like to be a
Not to sound like Ariana Grande, but yeah, thank you. Next.
Shay Cook has asked, what happened to your face in the beach club in Zante?
Right, so basically, I was just a bit of a menace on a hangover. So we all had like this. So I said we were at the beach club to ourselves. We had the old venue to ourselves, Grey Goose everywhere, shots flying, and I basically decided to start squirting all the boys with sun cream. Just walk past a little cheeky squirt there, just an inconvenient squirt, like. Yeah, and I took it too far.
I was going to comment then.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. I set you up for it, to be fair.
Well, the only inconvenient squirt you had, was it?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll cut that out, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, so I just give a boys a cheeky squirt and whatever. And to be fair, rightly so, they thought, oh, fuck you, but you're having a bit back. And, I mean, literally, we could have probably made a bit of money off OnlyFans for a fucking Bukkake special by the time they fucking finished. I mean, I was covered. Absolutely plastered. Fucking, yeah, we...
You didn't burn, no. That's the key.
No, I didn't burn.
Safety first. Matthew Bartlett asked Sauce why he was a no-show at the Miskin Arms with Barty, which is him, pre-Europa League final. So United Spurs, we were going to go and watch that down, Miskin Arms.
No, that's a simple answer, to be fair. He's well within his rights to ask a question.
Where were you?
No, I was just stuck in traffic.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
For that long?
Yeah.
The fuck where were you driving from?
It's fucking Pontyclean's like a 6 o'clock one. Very good
it's a
luck.
nightmare, to be fair, innit?
20 miles an hour back home as well, seeing it.
Charlie Hill, big friend of the pod, always asks a good question.
Good man.
Has he brought any biscuits from home back to Oz? If he hasn't, hide his ketchup.
Fucking hiding the ketchup, Ben. I can't believe you didn't do that.
I could have done that for the boys, I could have.
You brought some Alpecin shampoo, didn't you? Because you felt guilty about using all mine.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It is. I could have brought biscuits back. I can't say anything to that. Poor form from my good self. Don't hide the sauce, though. Don't hide the ketchup.
I don't touch ketchup, to be fair.
It's not on the fridge long enough, but it's not on the fridge long enough to either.
Yeah. Side note, boys, it's British and Irish week in Aldi this week out here, so get down the middle aisle. I bought some clubs in the week.
You did.
Unreal.
Absolute goat of a lunchbox treat.
Do you prefer the orange or the mint?
Or the
mint.
Mint one sorts you out after a meal, doesn't it? It's like having a chewing gum.
It's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah, like an after eight in the Indian. Do you ever have an after eight?
Yeah, they
it's
have an
like
after eight, don't they?
They do.
Well, then sometimes they give you those fucking coin-looking
Yeah.
things, and it's dark chocolate with
Yeah.
crunchy mint.
Yeah.
Fucking no one likes a Bourneville.
I don't mind this after Indian. It's alright, anyway. Rihanna Cook. Was the best moment in Wales seeing me in the Windsor?
Definitely top three. Definitely top three. Probably was little bit pissed. I don't think I said anything untoward, which is always a win for me. But no, it was lovely having a pint of Guinness with you. Sat out the front in a Windsor. Yeah, top 3 moment of the trip. Thank you.
Nice sound. Louis Jenkins. What's your boys' thoughts on the watch? Hashtag finance bro. Are we going to have a look at it then or?
Nah, because it's
Not
not
a
need. That's unnecessarily flash, that is, and I'm not that way inclined. Like, but go on then. What's your opinion on it?
Bag of shit.
Ooh,
I'm not sure.
Nah, I love it. I think it's lovely, but
oh.
I don't know about the orange. I'm not an orange kind of guy, but apart from that, it's cool.
I don't think I could pull it off, but I reckon you can, Saus. I think like,
Yeah,
but it looked quality when you're all suited and booted
With the
for
suit,
the
it
wedding.
looks well,
I noticed you got it in as well.
Oh, I was
You
a
got the
bit.
badge in, and
You got the badge in,
yeah, sleeve back just
you did on
slightly.
purpose.
I
swear.
did, and I looked at the story the next day, and I was like, "You fucking flash cunt."
Not flash, not flash.
Just gonna slightly recline the sleeve just a little bit, fucking just carry myself nice and well postured, but then look, what's the time?
I like it. I just think you're fucking mental for dropping out the cash on it in duty free, but well, you got the ways and means to do it. Why not? Innit?
Aye, but then I ended up having 9 weeks off work, and I no longer have the means and ways to do it. But never mind.
No, it looks good, but especially with the navy suit.
Smart. Ollie James 91. I think this is just a general question for all of us. Condiments in the fridge? Question mark.
Well, our condiments are in the fridge. There's a couple of, I know Tash likes her balsamic vinegar in the cupboard. I mean,
Yeah, and I don't think you need red sauce in the fridge either.
do you know what the only problem is now? It is a problem with ketchup. I don't know what it's like with any other sauce, but it's the pre-cum that does develop in the bottle.
All right, I never heard called that one.
Have you not?
Yeah, I didn't expect you to refer to it as that on the
What?
pod.
So that doesn't happen when it's in the fridge? Is that what you're saying?
You got to give it a shake though every time you use it, haven't you?
Yeah, but sorry, so we'll not call it that. We'll say the moisture that develops on the bottle when it's in the cupboard.
Oh.
You got to give it a shake. But then the problem is, it keeps developing, and you got to keep shaking, and you get a watery consistency on your sauce. And you don't want that. You want that element of thickness. You do want that element of thickness with your ketchup.
Yeah, I see.
So it's better in the fridge, is that what you're saying?
Yes, but back home, I would have screamed the house down if somebody put my sauce in the fridge.
Genuine?
Yeah.
Couldn't do it back home. Out in Oz, game changer, sauce in the fridge.
Do you know, we're a bit backwards out here because we keep the butter in the cupboard, don't we?
We've touched on the butter issue, and it's easy. It's nice and it's a nice easy spread.
Giggity.
Yeah, it's a nice
It's a game
easy-
changer.
It's nice, but the amount I'm using per serve is wrong. I can't moderate, because usually when the butter's hard as fuck, it's just like, oh, so have a little thin layer by you, because I can't be asked to fucking get stuck into it. But over here, it's like soft, isn't it? Fucking.
I know that, but we've had it in the cupboard for months now, so now you should know how to use a knife in a bit of butter.
Yeah.
Just don't stick it in all the way, like.
I just fucking
Never
love
stick it in
butter.
all the way, but
No.
that's where you're going wrong, see?
Mayonnaise in the fridge. Anyway, next question. What
Yeah,
was it?
I put them all in the fridge. Apart from the butter, which is a game changer, I think.
Aye.
Yeah.
Don't have to fuck about and destroy your toast.
Nothing worse than when you try to fucking spread hard butter on toast.
Nah, it's a killer, innit? And then your toast just shits
You're
itself.
taking fucking chunks out of the toast. It goes to fuck. What we
Nobody
got?
needs to see that. Another question from Louis Jenkins. Where did he learn to speak Aborigine? He was fluent for 3 hours after 9 p.m. at the wedding.
Right, so to be fair, I glossed over this a little bit earlier, but touching back to the wonderful wedding I was grateful to be a part of in Marbella, there was a free bar. Now,
Crumbs.
I've cocked up a lot on the piss in my time. A lot of it I've held my hands up to. If you're going to give me a free bar, if you're going to give anybody a free bar, it's not on you. Whatever happens is not on you. In a free bar, nah, I'm sorry, you're absolved of any responsibility in a free bar. I didn't do nothing bad, I just got a little bit intoxicated, and apparently, when it might have been Alex's uncle or somebody, but apparently I was having a full-on conversation with him, me and him both blotto. We weren't talking English apparently, but we could understand each other perfectly. And apparently the boys were just observing this conversation between me and this bloke, and they were just like, "What the fuck is going on here?" So that's where the question comes from. And on a subject of the wedding, quick shout out to my roomie in Marbella, Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, no. Can't get the Blossom song out of my head since I met
He's
Gary.
8 foot tall with a fiberglass heart.
But no,
Also
quick shout out to
known as
Gary.
Gary.
Pleasure. I highly doubt he's going to listen to this, but absolute pleasure sharing a room with you guys. But yeah, that was the Aborigine question answer.
Another question from Ian Davis. Is the cunt sponsored by Arsenal?
Jimmy's not a cunt. Well, obviously, I do wear a lot of Arsenal gear. It's become a bit of a gimmick. A gimmick has gone wildly out of hand because I've got about 15 to 20 shirts in the wardrobe. This is new season's kit, in fairness. Next season's kit, 25-26. It's alright, isn't it? I mean, there's never been a bad Arsenal kit, but this is a bit... It's on the meh scale of kits. It's alright.
Meh.
I shouldn't say meh, because this is going to be the kit that the team who wins the Champions League and Premier League double in next year. So it's going to be quite an iconic kit, in fairness.
Yeah, they've signed really well in the transfer window so far as well.
Early days. By the time we bring in a few reinforcements, the boys are winning it all. But no, I'm not sponsored by Arsenal. Yeah, I don't even wish I was, to be honest, because I hope Arsenal do well, and if I was leading the line, be playing Cardiff City. But no need to... No, a bit of an necessary shot to Cardiff.
Playing fucking Perth Glory, I think, but if that was the case. Anyway, Beth Davis has asked a couple of questions. We won't ask the first one. It's a bit...
It was a strange question.
Yeah, very odd.
There was absolutely zero fucking... I tell you, when I tell you off air, I wouldn't say on air, obviously, but fucking it was...
Go on, I'll cut it out.
No, we just need to worry about it. Going on to a second question.
It's good to know you got admirers, though, but fair play. How many times did Saus go to the Thirsty Elephant when he was home?
3.5. 3.5 times.
3.5?
Yeah, so 3...
I'd go in half a time.
Because...
Or you just dipped your big toe in, like...
Well, 3 times we had a little sit-in. I caught up with Ash on the Friday. I did go back a second time, I can't remember for when or why. And then I had a quick catch-up with a good friend of the show, Aaron, before I flew back on a Wednesday. But the Thirsty Elephant has got a little takeaway shop in Pontyclean, so that's where the half comes from. I stopped in there for a
the old
takeaway.
espresso bar, like.
Yeah, the old espresso bar. So yeah, 3.5 times.
Do you catch up with Chris while you were there?
Vaguely.
Alright, fella.
Yeah, I think I walked in on the bank holiday Monday, and he went, "Shut on a Monday, fella." I went, "Sound."
No need to be rude, but cheers, Chris.
Yeah, I was at. To be fair, I mean, suppose I am in the wrong. Why am I going in the shop on a bank holiday?
That's true.
Dull or...
Yeah. I don't know if I not far wraps us up, boys. And
bang on an hour, but there. Mind, by the time I cut out all those little comments, it's for 58 minutes, I reckon.
hopefully a bit more than that, to be fair, because I did do a lot of waffling, and I can only apologise. I'll never have 2 coffees on the head again. You two haven't had a chance to hear a word in edgeways, so I'm sorry.
No, I was talking about this. Not what this one was about. It was all about you updating us.
So it's all about you, in the words of McFly.
All about you. It went well though. The trip you enjoyed it. There was no on the roof stories.
No, it was it was just 10 times better than the last time I was home. I mean, nearly
Good.
2 years in between trips. Nice to feel a bit of a difference in myself going back to the last time. And yeah, when you get a chance to spend time with your friends and family, it doesn't get better.
Yeah,
so I'm
glad.
I would not have changed a single thing about the trip.
Good.
Happy days, but sound as fuck. Do you want to sign us off then?
Yes. No, go on, but you do the Linktree stuff. I don't know what to say.
Well, no, thank you very much for watching. As ever, give us a follow on Insta and TikTok. We are at Sunday Coffee Club. If you want to get involved in the Sunday strolls we mentioned earlier, we do a walk and a coffee every week in Perth. So if you're in the UK, you're probably struggling. But yeah, Instagram's the place to go for that. We got a link tree in our bio as well with links to watch and listen to the pod. Join our WhatsApp community, etc. And we put directions up for the walk every week as well. At Sunday Coffee Club on YouTube. If you're not watching, I think it's the best place to go in is watch. Get a full immersive experience, and you can put the subtitles on if you don't understand us.
It's been a while since I watched myself on a pod, and I tell you, we're watching this one back, I'm going to be on fucking pins.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, bang us on your story, tell your friends. And yeah, come at us in the comments. Let's fucking have you. We'll put some more controversial little videos out. Fucking bring it on.
Can we touch on that? We got time to touch on the...
Which one? The fucking...
Well, no, we've had some... We've pissed off a certain demographic on the TikTok.
Oh, we did have a chat about it in the last one, I think.
Did you?
I think so, yeah. But yeah, it's probably water under the bridge by now, but yeah. I try and act with a bit of empathy now when people comment and they're a bit irate about stuff, because I'm just like, are you alright?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely now you're right. You're taking this time out of your day to get really upset by a video of some fucking numpty talking, just giving his opinion on something. Like, is it worth letting that spoil your day? Probably not. So just thanks for the engagement though. It's great. It boosts our outreach. So yeah, bring it on.
What we got coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Well, we got Jamie Lavail coming over this week, haven't we? So we'll have to get a little pod done with him. We got X to do. That's going to be about a 9-parter. School.
I want to do.
Of course you do.
What does that fucking mean?
Oh, nah, bombshell. That's us, I think, boys.
Full apologies, mate.
Jim will fix it. Have a great week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Oil vow.
Ciao. Joy for fucking noi.